Hi student! I believe that some of you would like to know the composition of the research dissertation. There are 5 chapters totally normally, okay? But some research or dissertation can extend to be chapter 6. But now, I will tell you the normal dissertation here. For the chapter 1, sure, the first one is the background. Background can tell about the importance of the research, and why the researcher want to study on these variables or this event or on this issue. The next one is the research questions. As you know, the research questions and the research objectives are almost the same, but change the way of writing. The next one is the research hypothesis. For the research hypothesis, some people put that in chapter 2, but some of them put in chapter 1. For the research hypothesis, if you don't have that, it's okay. But for the scope of the study, it contains sample groups, population, setting, variables, and methodology. And you should include the time frame. The next one is the definition of terms, and also the operational definition of terms. Definition of term and operational definition of terms are different. For operational definition of terms are the definition that is specific on the issue of your study. For the research contributions, okay, also in chapter 1, and the last one is conceptual framework. The conceptual framework shows the variables that you will study. But for the qualitative research, we can use a theoretical framework instead. Next, move on to the chapter 2. You see the definition of variables. Okay, the chapter 2 is in literature review. You can include definition of the variables, the significance of the variables, and one of the most important is the concept and theories, and also the related research. However, if you have reviewed your methodology used, it can strengthen your research. You should include the methodology or the review of methodology in chapter 2. For the chapter 3 is about the methodology. It includes research design, population and sample, research instrument. Some have a variety of research instruments, and also the data collection. In the data collection, you can write down phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, like this. And the last one, especially for the quantitative research, you can show the statistics and data analysis. Next, chapter 4. The chapter 4 is the findings, research finding, or it depends. However, I will try to show some. Okay, it might be a personal information, even qualitative or qualitative research. You can show that in the form of tables or in the form of narrative. Next is statistic tables, especially for the quantitative research. And next is about the interpretation, okay, even of the quantitative and qualitative data. Next, the last chapter is chapter 5. This is discussion. Okay, how you conduct chapter 5. Okay, for the discussion, you should do by connecting the findings with the concept theories and the previous studies. And also some researcher are right now for the chapter 6 for the conclusion and recommendation. But you should, or you can include everything in chapter 5, like your discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. Okay, I think now you understand and know about the composition of the research dissertation. Okay, see you next video. Bye bye.